There it is. Going to show you a cool piece of footwork that will put you in a good position to catch your opponent's square and hopefully get a knockdown off of it. And it involves getting an angle. So I just want to talk about angles very quickly. I'll put you on a bit of a diagonal. Right now, I am directly in Max's striking radar, which means we're kind of at an equal opportunity, unless I'm way better than him. But assuming we're the same skill, there's nothing good about this that I have over him. Now, if I wanted to put myself in a safer position, I could step to the left or right of that. And if I go all the way here, I'm way out of his striking radar, and yet I can still hit him. I can do the same thing if I go way over here. But what you saw me do was take essentially a 90-degree angle. And when people think about taking angles on their opponent, they tend to kind of like exaggerate how big it needs to be. So I just want to make a point. And that is that if I go like this, it's a very short angle, but it's good enough. He is not as easy, it's not as easy for him to hit me as it is for me to hit him. Exactly, his jab's kind of going out sideways. And that applies in both directions. Let's switch sides a little bit here. When we're looking at angles, people tend to like to get outside of their lead leg because we're moving away from their power side. Absolutely true. I mean, yeah, getting here might be a bit safer. When you get to this angle, there's a cool advantage, and that is that he has no post in the direction I'm gonna hit him. So you can score what I call a cheeky knockdown. Cheeky knockdown is maybe you didn't damage them, but you caught them in a position where they had to fall. Ref starts counting, boom, you get yourself a 10-8 round. The way I like to explain this angle and why it's okay is I will say it's not unsafe to be there. It's unsafe to go there. So if I don't pay attention to what's going on the way there, yes, I'm moving into power. But if I do something, I don't know, just like boom, boom, it's not unsafe to be here. It's just to get there. So we could catch that angle where we catch our opponent's square by doing a 1-2. So I just step drag a little bit, bam, bam, and I've caught the angle. But now I don't have that right hand available to me to knock him back where he doesn't have that post. I have to throw a hook from that position, or I have to reload to throw the right hand. So I do that 1-2, and I just hit, and it won't knock him down because I'm putting him right onto that post. Or, boom, boom, oh, and they're already caught on. So this little piece of footwork you can do, sometimes called the D'Amato shift, I believe. This might be a little bit of a variation on it. I'm gonna throw a 1-2. And that's gonna tie him up, and hopefully that's why I'm not gonna get in trouble when I make this next move, okay? I've thrown the 1-2. Now it's a little bit funky. I'm gonna bring this foot to about here, and then this one to about there. So I kind of did like a really wide angle V there. 1-2. There it is. Bang. Not unlike what Max said in another video about getting that angle and splitting the guard. So again, 1-2. You watch the footwork. I'm in that nice turned over stance. If you don't turn over your cross, this footwork's gonna feel really odd actually. So as I do the footwork, that's when I'm reloading my shoulder. And you can fire that right down the pipe. Bang. So there he did it in a open stance matchup. Worked just fine. He did the same footwork. He ended up with that angle outside my lead leg. Whoop, and bang. So it can work in a close stance matchup, open stance matchup. Why I like it for the close stance matchup is just catching them like this. When you hit them in this way, if they lose their balance and go down, maybe the ref calls it a slip, but maybe the ref calls it a knockdown, and you just got yourself a big advantage for future rounds.